Dr. Lauren Nolfo-Clements and Sohpia Werner of the National Park Service headed to Thompson Island of the Boston Harbor Islands early Friday morning. It was the first time they had been back to check their survey equipment since Boston's historical winter ended. This is the first year Dr. Nolfo-Clements is planning to trap on Thompson Island in an effort to better understand the island ecology. She and the Park Service have been using motion and heat-sensitive cameras to survey wildlife on the Harbor Islands for 3 years. Using this technique will be the start to unfolding some of the island's mysteries.
One of the reasons I'm actually studying the small mammals is because of this weird morphological, like the fact that they're exhibiting this, this island syndrome, and the fact that some of them also had stumpier tails and show a couple of other morphological aberrations. There is a small chance that they may be either a subspecies or even potentially a different species of white-footed mouse. So the next step here is to see if these rodents have been isolated for long enough to have genetic variation that would be indicative of speciation.
Island rule is the idea that small animals tend to get larger and larger animals tend to get smaller. An example of this is a white-footed mouse on the island typically ranges from 27 to 30 grams. On the mainland, they range from 10 to 25 grams.
Our voles are like my hand size, and they're supposed to be mice. So usually mice are this big. I'm just talking about the body, not the tail. And then with the tail, it's like a little bit longer.
Wow.
So that was probably the most impressive part, and seeing how many they are, even though you don't see them as often.
So these types of voles also undergo that same sort of cycling. I have noticed a trend where it appears that the voles may be doing that, which is unusual on islands. If that is the case, that would indicate that they're under more predation pressure than the mice, because rodents, they think, are cycling because of predation pressures. If there's any island in the harbor that's going to have more than just mice and voles, it's going to be this island.
Illustrating population cycling and speciation requires about 10 to 20 years of consistent data. Surveying on Thompson Island is the starting point and brings opportunities further for student research.
One of these students is also doing a biological sciences internship, so he'll help out with aquatic and land ecosystem things, and hopefully be shadowing Dr. No on her
Harbor Islands have a mixture of urban ecology and a restorative ecology, infusing to make a complex, unique ecosystem that opens opportunities for new species to develop and new types of wildlife interactions. Reporting for JR320, I'm Jessica Colarossi.